I don't have an answer for you there, Muddenho. Because I honestly don't like the idea of somebody paying me for that. Especially when I haven't done Kata for a while. Like, I think I played for 15 minutes when I picked it up again, and it was a shock how much I had forgotten about it. Just because everything's got a hotkey is the word I'm looking for. Plus, then I'd have to figure out how to get it to stream. No begging in my stream, Phalemon. If you want to beg, you start your own stream for that. God damn it. If anybody's gonna beg in my stream, it's gonna be me. $5:30. I should probably check my phone. I assume somebody's gonna be texting me here shortly, but... they know where I stream. They can join in. Give me the views I need. Need to turn on ads so y'all get to pay to watch me. I mean, not really pay, just with your time, which, let's face it, if you're watching me, your time, like, ain't worth a whole lot. Ouch. You need to stop biting your nails, dude, because them are getting sharp. Boy, we did not get a lot of iron out of that yet. Oh, and it's probably getting dark for you guys. Kind of forget about that. Because I normally don't carry a torch with me in this game. Which streamer was that, Buddenho? Because I got a few of them that have done that now. Hell, I used to watch Jeff Major. Now there was a guy who loved to go radio silent at the drop of a hat. I don't know if he's been streaming it. Be the Sun. Don't think I've ever heard of him. And again, I don't watch streamers. I'm much more of a YouTube guy. Like, I will watch VODs on YouTube, but I never show up for the streams. Just because I don't participate. I am very much a lurker. I haven't even stopped. There's that. Hopefully I can get out of here. Oh no. Not good. Mistakes were made. Phalemon, send help. Vormithrax? Huh. I don't know if I've watched anybody play Cataclysm for quite a while, to tell you the truth, now that I think about it. That Jeff Major, he did quite a bit back in the day. I think Quill18 might have done a little bit of Cataclysm back in the day, but again, I haven't seen anything from him on it in quite a while. You know who should stream Cataclysm? Phalemon. I bet she would love Cataclysm. Right, now we need a lot of steel. Right, we need iron first. Well, melt the iron pickaxe. Make a steel pickaxe. We'll need a timber for that. And linseed oil. We'll do that much, and hopefully that'll be enough. Enough. Really, I guess I don't remember him. I thought he really liked the game back when I was watching him, but maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I don't think I've ever had any luck getting a vehicle going. Never been lucky enough to come across one, and never survived long enough to actually be able to make one. I remember Quill's deal. He always wanted to. He was always big about mutations, I think. And mutation, I never played around with mutations much. Just because my luck isn't ever very good on those sorts of things. Which is weird, because I'm a real big gambler, but I don't take that gamble. We need a steel railroader's hammer. Need a sledgehammer and a grater. And we need to get rid of some stuff. Let's smelt up a bunch more iron, because we're going to need it sooner rather than later, I'm sure. Let's ditch all of this other stuff we don't need. Soil, clay. We got a lot of clay, which is nice. See, and that stuff's all so late game, I never really got to get into it. The problem with me playing Cataclysm is I get to a point where I'm starting to get self-sufficient, and then I get cocky, and it's like, oh, I can definitely take on this horde, and then the horde eats my face. It's a very, very vicious cycle. Economic. Nope. We need civil. Mining bogey. Mining cart. I think let's get mine railroading up. And then we'll be able to have Then we'll get our farm going. Grab timber. G. Mining rails. Here we go. Somebody feeling froggy here? Apparently not. What's my storage like? Let's get this all cleared out. This is where our farm's going to be. Well, at least for now, because our base might take over this spot too. Well, I think I kind of want to take the base out the back. Empty our... Yeah, that's rough. That's the kind of stuff like I can't come back to a game after that. I just put the game away and yeah, that's GG. No more. Never again. Well, see ya, log. I'm trying to remember the best run I've ever had, but like I said, it's been so long since I got in it seriously that... Because, you know, I've always had a stellar memory to begin with in the first place. There, inventory full. Let's clear this stuff out. So much junk in here to clear. And the worst part is we're gonna, like, need it all eventually. Like, this is where we'll start our railway. So if I bring it up here, clear my inventory once again. Although we'll probably need them, so. Alright, grab a timber. Put it there. This will be the start. Well, technically the end. Three. Bastard. Trying to sneak up on me. Need a metal part. Hey, Curly Deuce. Now there's a name I have not seen in quite some time. Yeah, technically another building game. I don't know. I just really been getting into this one lately. This is actually, think medieval space engineers, because that's exactly what it is. And they started working on it the same time as space engineers, but then they dropped this to focus on that. So this was kind of the redheaded stepchild, but it had a lot of neat concepts that definitely deserve a lot more love than it gets. That plus the modding community is just fantastic for it, so I decided I'd excuse me, get back into her again. And so far been having a blast. I need linen. Now where do I make a rail planner? At a spinning wheel? God damn it. So I suppose I need to actually get this other deal going, huh? Weaving. And if this is all that I've got... Yeah, I hear you there. I haven't moved in quite a while, and to be honest with you, I'm dreading it if I ever have to. Moving sucks. Very much badly. Alright, let's make that. We need seed bags. The hell are hazel seeds? See, I absolutely hate it because I've got entirely too much stuff. I should probably... I can't have a torch and a hoe at the same time. Well, that's just dumb. Funny enough, I haven't fired up my Xbox in probably a year or better. I should, but just... I don't know. There's nothing on there that I necessarily want to go out of my way to play, I guess. Which makes the fact that I have it a giant waste of money. I don't know, they just never... Even when they released a decent game, I just never went out of my way to get it. Red Dead 2 was the closest, and for whatever reason, my attention span just wasn't there for it. Which is kind of sad, because the little bit I did play of it, it was good. I just set it down one day and then never came back. how far are you moving? Like just across town, across the country, across the ocean? I honestly didn't know either of them were on Xbox. I've got No Man's Sky for PC, and I don't know. I've played it here and there. It's not something I go out of my way to play, I suppose. I got it, like, when they first announced it, and then, it turned out to be nothing like what they promised. But then I guess I'm not sure how that works with the cloud. Like I said, I haven't fired up my Xbox in years at this point. What do I need here? See, and if I played Xbox more, it probably would be, but as it stands, it's just a giant waste of money for me, and I waste enough money as is. Honestly, the fact that I've been getting into PC gaming so much is fairly shocking to me. What am I guess we could work on... Let's smelt up all this tin, because we'll use it for bronze eventually. We've got nothing else to do but wait. I guess we could clear out more... more junk up there. Get rid of timbers. See, and I think that's part of it. If I had somebody in this house that played it, I probably would spring for it, just for the idea that then I could play it if I want. But considering I live alone and I barely game, I just can't justify it. And of course, Mud and Hoe would get something like Game Pass and then never touch it again for Factorio. Speaking of, I'm a little surprised you haven't bugged me about that lately, Mud and Hoe. I technically haven't touched Factorio in a while, but I was... Well, I was doing that space exploration mod, and I got to the point where I was ready to go to space. I haven't launched a rocket up for myself yet, but... I got that far, and then got nervous I'd end up doing something wrong, so I just never touched it. And... maybe. We'll have to see. You know how I am with games. I jump back and forth all over as is. I haven't decided what I'm going to play next. I got to get bored with this one first. Ah, dang it. You know, I got into Satisfactory a little bit there for a while too, and then I decided I needed to redesign my base and was going to start over. Never could start it back up again. It got to be way too complicated at that point. It might have to be Cataclysm. Talking about it now, it kind of made me a little nostalgic for it, if I'm being honest. I spent a lot of time trying to pretend like I could get good at Cataclysm, so... What am I doing here? I need timbers. Alright, I'll bite. How is it a tweaker's dream? Come on. Rolling bastard. In my experience, tweakers tend to not like the attention to detail quite so much. They'll get started on the attention to detail and then realize they've got to look at something else so that nothing ever gets fully accomplished. Unless you mean tweaker in the colloquial sense, in which case you might have a point, but when somebody says tweaker, my first thought is drugs. I'm pretty sure you can use logic now, Munho. Like, you gotta go down the tech tree pretty far, but I'm pretty sure they've got logic in it now. I mean, I'm not very good with logic in general, so you know, I'm not the one to ask about that, but I'm about 99% sure it's in there now. Huh. I would have guessed that's... And you know, it might depend on what area you live in, too. If you don't got a lot of druggies in your area, it might not be something that comes up normal. But in the Midwest here, we've got lots of people that are big fans of meth. Meth is all the rage around these parts, so it could just be it's more common to talk about around here. Alright, we got all that. Stones go there. Gonna have to start building out the base here a little bit more, getting stones piled up, which is nice, because we'll definitely use them.